beautiful people, amazing you, amazing me. I hope you can, I'm connected. I'm kind of, my screen is going on and off, so on Facebook let me know. Seems like Instagram is doing okay. So here we are again, and another Healing Tuesday. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. It's sunny and kind of cool. I don't know the temperature now, but it's a very comfortable weather, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here again with you guys. Oh well, I'm having a human moment, as one of my friends calls it. I always think and feel that I'm ready to do these Facebook lives or a session sometimes, and it's like I feel like I'm never totally ready, and yet I am ready. Things happen this way. Well, first of all, our usual beginning, let's breathe in and breathe in a little more, filling up your tummy and your chest, opening up, receiving this beautiful, yummy, delicious in-breath, the breath of life, and feel how the energy of life is expanding your chest, your tummy, your hips. Try to feel or kind of force. I don't like the word force, but sometimes it's necessary. Feel the oxygen going way down into your tailbone, your sitting bone, and feel how your butt, your cheeks are expanding too. This is a good way to breathe, filling up all your trunk from your chest way down to your sitting bone. And feel how your chest is expanding and opening up your arms. I hope you are holding the breath, and I hope you are taking another in-breath, even though you feel like you are totally full of oxygen, the air. And then release. And take another, let's do another one. Let's breathe in. This time opening up your arms, bringing your head back, all the way back, and receiving, opening up your heart to receive the divine love. Well, the divine love is already in us, in our heart, but let's say to expand the divine love that is in our heart. That sounds even better to me. I hope to you too. And again, feel how your belly and your cheeks, your bottom is also expanding. And release. And in the release, start shaking, trembling, shaking your body. If you can get up and shake around your house, wherever you are standing, and shake your hands too. Especially if you spend a lot of time on the computer, working with your hands, driving, shake your hands. There is a lot of energy that gets stuck in our hands and arms. This way, you are also helping your wrist to preventing carpal tunnel syndrome. And make noises too. Get silly. Let's get silly together. And smile too. And see how I'm also flipping my arms, flipping my wings, or angel wings, or phoenix wings. I work on somebody recently that I was working on her scapula and all freeing all her rhomboids, and the vision that I got of her was this beautiful phoenix that was contracted, was kind of, her wings were tied up, and while I was working on that area, I saw this beautiful phoenix bird expanding, opening, releasing her wings and expanding her wings. It was such a beautiful vision that I was even transfixed myself into it. So those are the joys and gifts that I get while I'm working on somebody, doing body work. So roll your shoulders outward, then inward, and stretch your neck on one side and then the other, pulling to give you an extra stretch, then down, opening up your spine, your vertebra. When you open up your vertebra, you are allowing the oxygen to get in there, giving and making space. And then arch your back all the way back. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, let's see. Like I was sharing with you in the beginning, I feel like I was ready with my topic, and then things shift, and what I've been getting really is to focus on, again, in our bodies. I have a video a few weeks ago about being good to our bodies, accepting and making peace with our bodies. It's so important because we are so hard on ourselves, and that is been coming recently in people that I've been working with the last few weeks. How hard we tend, because I still do it at times. Catch myself at times being hard on myself. What I would say that now I can catch myself at the moment and stop. I stop and I just go, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. So I will share that prayer with you again. I love this prayer, and I repeat it often with myself and situations that I'm not at peace with. So yeah, so it is important that we pay attention to the moments that we are hard on ourselves and make a pause at that moment when we catch ourselves getting angry with our bodies, getting frustrated, but because we believe that healing is not happening. And I want to tell you, it is happening. Most of the time we are not aware that it is happening because it's very subtle, and unfortunately we are a society that we want things to happen yesterday, not even this morning or in the beginning of our day. We want it to happen now, instantly. We are living a fast-paced society that we want to have everything right now. And think about it, how many years you have abused your bodies. Sometimes most of our lives, and also especially people that have experienced certain abuse since early age, physical, mental, sexual abuse. That trauma is in our bodies, and it is hard for us to relax our bodies sometimes. So it's an accumulation through the years of this tension, this anxiety in our bodies that takes time. It takes time, and it takes commitment of ourselves to take the time to work on releasing the tension. Today I'm going to share with you a link to a YouTube and releasing trauma exercises that I use myself, and they help me tremendously. So what to do with that, with the leftovers that are still in us? I'm referring to people that have done a lot of your healing work, and you're still kind of frustrated, like, God, I have been doing this work forever, and I feel like in the same place that I cannot move forward. And you know, I've been thinking about it because I start asking the question to Spirit, show me how to live with these leftovers in me, to make peace with it, and to how I can coexist with these parts of me that are not totally healed yet, that I still feel the anxiety, the trauma in it. And what I was getting, be gentle with yourself. They are gifts. They are stepping stones to get you better, to get you to the other side. And it is a slow process. And that's acceptance, accepting that it's a slow process. And then this weekend I was doing working on my backyard and cleaning all the dry bushes, all the leaves, and I have this fence that is a wire fence, and all the vines are intertwined in the holes. And one point I was getting so frustrated and angry, trying to pull with force those vines and those dry leaves. And suddenly I felt his hands on me, on my shoulders, like, calm down, stop, breathe. And I did. And then I was pulled back to look at the fence. And I pause and I look at the fence and I go like, okay. And I hear, these are the leftovers that you are referring, that you're still aware that they are in you. How can you coexist with them? How can you live with them? Look at the fence again. Really pay attention to the details. So I pause and I look at it and like, well, I don't have to get rid of these hard vines that are dry. They can stay there. They won't bother whatever I'm planning to plant there. And so I want to use the fence to get other kind of vines and some flowers that I like, and I want to make it beautiful. They can stay. And then I realized that I was getting so angry trying to yank them, and in the yanking I was also hurting myself, putting my hand on my shoulder. And I said, okay, I need to let go and I need to breathe, and I let to be. It's important. I get the importance of letting things be, acceptance, and taking responsibility of what I can do at the moment. And what I can do at the moment is to pause, go back into my breathing, go back into my heart, and into forgiveness. Forgiving myself for being so hard on me. Forgiving myself for believing that I have no control. And forgiving myself for being again, for being hard. That's what keeps coming back over and over, for being so hard on myself. But also to be responsible for my reactions. I think that's very important. Another thing that happened to me this week was that I start getting into old patterns. My daughter decided to stay longer, and I went right there into my thinking of how can I keep her busy, and being so I start feeling the impatience at the same time, and the anxiety that I need to get her to do this, and control her and back her, and because I grew up in that way, that idleness was not allowed, and I was always, my grandma, my mom, if they saw us doing nothing, they would find things for us to do. And we weren't allowed to play, we weren't allowed to take time to rest. And that bothers me. I realize that still bothers me, seeing her doing nothing. So I was trying to look for something for her to do, and it's like I stop and I stay with those thoughts, those sensations in my body. I start breathing again, letting go, calming down, and I felt, no, I'm not going there anymore. That's the past. That's over. And I chose to stay calm, and I chose to love her, to let her be. And to me, at the end of my day, was like, I did it. I did it. I was in control of my own reactions to my emotions, and I let it go. So I invite you this week to look at all patterns that are controlling your life, that make you react to situations or to other people, especially those people that trigger you. Pause when you are getting triggered and breathe and look at what is the old pattern that you are about to engage, to act on, and make the choice. You have only two choices: to act on them or breathe and I say, no, I'm not going there anymore. So I hope my sharing helped you today to understand more of how the old patterns, the traumas can control your present life. And check this YouTube today or whenever you have a chance. And that's another thing that I do to release the tension, and I believe that also opens up the cells in our bodies to release that trauma that is still in us. And be patient with yourself. Remember, healing takes time. It's a slow process. And you have a life to heal, depending, how old you are and where you are in your healing process. Be patient, be loving, be caring, and again, hug yourself and say, I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you. Love your body, love your mind, love your heart, and love life, God, however you want to call it. Energy, divine energy, spirit. God has so many different names. You take your choice. And I'm going to be holding all of you this week in my heart, as I do all the time. But I want you to know that I hold you in my heart. I love you. Have a wonderful, amazing week of self-healing. And again, I am at your service. You can contact me, send me a message, and I am available to work with you whenever you are ready. All right? Have a wonderful day. Bye.